Sing it, shout it, play it, dance it, paint it, say it, choreographed or off the cuff. Orchestrated works of art,
solo endeavors,
we'll write, paint, dance, and sing to spread the word.
Welcome to the Northumberland Festival of the Arts. In this series, Northumberland Art Lovers, we introduce you to the people who love the arts. We talk with artists, leaders of arts groups and organizations, civic leaders, and other arts lovers. My name is Chris Cameron, and today Felicity Sidnell-Reid will chat with Abigail Miller and Katie Kennedy of the Northumberland County Archives and Museum. These are exciting times for NCAM. You're looking at an aerial view of the brand new facility that will soon be open to house the archives. And we'll hear Abigail and Katie tell us all about it, as well as how they see NCAM and the arts working together to enrich the lives of everyone in our community. Abigail Miller is archivist at NCAM. She's responsible for building their strategic vision as well as overseeing operations. Katie Kennedy is NCAM's curator, and she focuses on authentic collaborations with the community. And now, I'd like to introduce Katie Kennedy and Abigail Miller, interviewed by Felicity Sidnell-Reid.
Why is the establishment and development of the new archives and county museum important? Abigail, do you want to answer?
Sure, thank you. From an operational standpoint, this new facility is going to be vital for us to be able to continue our operations of collecting stories that represent the different people of Northumberland. Our current facility that Katie is in right now, there are a lot of challenges that we, meet every day within that facility, as far as environmental controls and just straight up lack of space, and that's for space for our collections, as well as just to be able to safely host researchers or larger school groups and things like that. And so it's very important for us just to continue our operations, but from a greater standpoint, we would say it's a demonstration of the support for arts and culture kind of in Northumberland County, which is we love to see that from our council and that support.
Thanks, Abigail. What does NCAM contribute to the community, Katie?
Well, the very basic service that we offer is a safe repository for the county's records. And the service agreements that we have with municipalities and service groups, and a safe environment for anybody else that is donating their collection. So we offer the safe space, and then we offer access. So those are the two most basic services that we provide, and why it's so important to have an archives in the community. And then we have, we're able to offer interpretive assistance and research help in anyone that's looking to understand the history and the heritage of this county, where you live or where you want to visit. That's where Abigail and I and our volunteers really amplify those services and make the records come to life.
Okay. What do you think of the arts, and what arts festivals contribute to our lives and communities? Abigail?
Yeah, that's a big question, and I think inherently, the arts and arts festival are close and dear to me, as far as just building kind of that vibrancy in our community, and that it kind of creates that language that people can really connect with, all the variety of arts that can come together in a festival, and just people finding these creative ways to get their messages across. We see that in the archives and museum, that creativity that shines through and really brings life to sometimes some somewhat stodgy records, but we see that out in the community too with art, and just the way that it just kind of can light up all kinds of different conversations.
Yeah, and I would just add that, it's a fact that arts and culture improve health and well-being, and just the support arts and cultural institutions and art festivals in the county is important to, reduce social isolation, enhance well-being, even methods to distress in times like this. Quebec doctors are allowed to prescribe visits to cultural institutions for patients. And so we know that there's, not just a artistic value and creative value, but an actual really important health and well-being value.
Thank you. That's a great answer. What are your proudest achievements so far in developing the reach and programming at NCAM? Who wants to answer that?
I think that for Abigail and I, because we are working in this current facility, we're really proud of the facility that is being built, because it is going to ensure that archivists in the future can keep collecting, that the collection can keep growing in a really safe environment that is at a standard where we will be able to get pieces or exhibits on loan from other top institutions and bring that quality and professionalism of the industry right here into Northumberland. So that it's just been an incredibly exciting and rewarding process, and something we're really proud to present to the community when it opens.
Right, thank you. And how can NCAM and Northumberland Festival of the Arts collaborate, do you think, to help the arts thrive in our community?
Yeah, that's another really big question, and I think the only way to go forward is to consider all of that stuff together. Really, when we're thinking of our institution and our role within the community, we really are a resource. We're a support system for people who are embarking on all kinds of incredible projects. And we love being on the ground floor of those kinds of projects to understand how it is that we can support and leverage, our collection, our knowledge, our network with people throughout Northumberland County, because we really are just, one small cog in this really great network across this place. And so, yeah, I think the time will tell, perhaps. That sounds ominous, and it shouldn't, but
no, I think it sounds hopeful and helpful.
Okay, good.
Thank you, Abigail. And Katie, are you going to comment on that for us?
I think that as far as collaboration, collaboration and partnership are key values, and we're excited to explore all creative opportunities to support the residents and artists across the county. So we're excited to see what's going to happen. I'd love to add that the archives represents the lives and stories and development of the county. And you don't have to be a world famous artist or author or poet or sculptor to be represented within the archives and have your legacy be preserved for future generations of students and community members. Every artist and everybody that is embarking on the creative process in this county, your thoughts and dreams are just as important to represent here in the archives as anyone on the world stage. And so for any struggling artist that is out there, we would love to connect. We're interested in your story, and everyone else is too. So that's the only other thing I would add.
Thank you, Katie. I have this mental image now of you sitting there just waiting for people to send you wonderful things that nobody else has realized are so wonderful. And I hope you get a whole what shall I say, more than a storage room full. Thank you both so much for coming in and talking to us.
Thank you so much for having us.
We'll write, paint, dance, and sing to spread the word. Sing it,
Shout it,
play it, dance it,
paint it,
say it, choreographed or off the cuff. Orchestrated works of art,
solo endeavors.
we'll write, paint, dance, and sing to spread the word. We'll write, paint, dance, and sing to spread the word.